Martha's character has been very fascinating the whole way through. Her relationship with Castle has been fantastic. My question is, this season, Martha's always had a project that's been going on. What's her project this season?
Well, funny you should ask that, my friend. I have pitched, writers over there, I don't think they're going to do it, but I have pitched that Martha write a book. And I think her book would probably be a better seller than his book. I mean, isn't that a kind of wonderful competition between siblings, between parents and children? I just think that's kind of interesting. And so I've pitched that she writes a book.
I think that's fantastic.
Thank you. And you'd buy it, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
And then at the end of the season, it would actually be a book.
That would be great. So my next question is, now that there's an interloper in the house from the premiere, which is so strange. So how is Martha dealing with this new person who is living in the house, and is she just trying to keep her distance? What's she doing?
Well, you know, Martha is, and I am, completely fascinated by people in general, unless they're really, really boring. Now, I worried that this guy was going to be really, really boring, but he actually isn't. So there's some kind of fun going on there with that. And plus, Martha's smart enough, and I'm smart enough that you know that you can never tell somebody they cannot do something. You've got to let them ride it out on their own merry-go-round.
I'm going to admit that I was eavesdropping on your last interview, and you mentioned Cary Grant, and my head snapped up. He happens to be one of my favorite actors. So can you tell us just a little anything, a story?
Well, that was the thing that really resonated with me. And also, he was, you know, closer to my age when I met him, and I was in my 20s. I was a young actress starting out. I met him at a party, and then he called me up and asked me out. We had dinner. It was no big deal. It was just a few dates. But he was just very deeply charming, and he said to me, "You don't want to be an actress." I mean, this was my whole life. I said, "Well, really? I don't?" He said, "No, they're all neurotic." I said, "Even Katharine Hepburn?" And he said, "Especially Katharine Hepburn." So, anyway, I didn't listen to Cary Grant. So.
We are glad about that.
Thank you.
My last question to you is, you did pitch the idea of writing a book. Other than the book, where would you like to see Martha's character go in the next
I'd like to see her mother Beckett a little bit. You know, Beckett's looking for a mom.
That's true.
I think it might be very interesting.
What about her being in D.C. right now? How is Martha kind of dealing with that?
Yeah.
D.C. from New York is a shuttle.
Oh, I'm sorry, nothing.
And a great train ride.
Yeah.
All right.
And I do great on the phone.